Hi, welcome to the Q2 Weekly Review. We take this week's technology news and break it down for you. My name's Quinn.
I'm Benji, and we got a lot of information heading your way this week. Busy week.
Yep. So first off, I want to talk a little bit about Google and Microsoft. They spent $3.4 billion in the second quarter of 2013 alone.
On what?
On data centers, basically. So property and equipment, but your server, your storage, your raw computing power.
It's just part of the growth, right?
Yeah, put a lot of. I think it's the cloud growth it's driving a lot. I mean, they're spending a lot of money on the cloud, so a lot of good stuff going on there. What you got?
Apple's trying to get into another mobile market by creating the new, cheaper iPhone. It was found recently that they were creating plastic backs in one of their factories, and so they're trying to merge into that new market. Cheaper phones, possibly even you subsidize, get it free with a new plan or something.
Yeah, I know AT&T and Verizon aren't too happy about those subsidies.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so let's transition to our third topic. So quarter two of 2013, HP server shipments sliding. And now they're still number one, but they dropped 13.5% year over year. Dell's number two. They're actually growing, and it's actually kind of tied to my first story. Dell targeted back in 2007 players like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon for the high density, bare bones infrastructure, and that's where they've seen a lot of growth. At least that's what the analysts at IDC say. So. Right.
And then Microsoft doing something they said they would never do, which is releasing part of their products on a non-Microsoft device.
Yeah.
Initially released on their phones, the Microsoft Office 365.
Phones didn't really take off, though.
Phones didn't take off, exactly. So they
can't sell software to phones that you don't.
Exactly. So now they've transferred their software over to the iPhone, iPad, as well as most recently the Android phone. So you'll have your Excel, your PowerPoint, and your Word all be able to create and edit files.
Very cool. I actually have downloaded that for my iPad and iPhone.
How's it working?
It works okay. I think it'll get better.
Gets the job done? It's kind of like a light version.
It is a light version of it. Yeah, you're very correct. So I'm going to round out this week's tech stories with Cisco. Spent $2.7 billion on sourcefire. That's a lot of money, right?
Is it worth it?
I don't know. They had $223 million in revenue in 2012.
That doesn't seem like $2.7 billion.
I know, there's definitely a zero missing there, but I think what they're going to do, Cisco's known for its channel. It was one of the first big technology players to go into the channel. They're going to take these security products, which are really, really hot with all the breaches that have been going on, and they're going to drop it in their channel, and they're going to try to claim that space. And I think that's a growing space. So they can definitely
it could work.
It could. So, hey, well, thanks for joining us. Come in next week or tune in next week for our next Q2 Weekly Review.
Right, and leave any comments below if you have any, and subscribe.